come on! It is the Yeah Come On show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on, and happy Tuesday, and happy post Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Man, did you have a good one?
Yeah, I did. I saw the Michael Jackson movie.
Oh, wow.
In the theater. Yeah.
And Chloe Malas, who we'll have on this week from NBC, she actually gave us a little info on it. She had to go see it, and that was one of her jobs on either the Today Show or just reporting at various times on NBC. They always say, here's our entertainment reporter, Chloe Malas, who went to see Michael. Chloe, how was Michael? And she does what she does.
She did a little report when it first came out. It's still going strong. Like, we tried to see it in several theaters. It was sold out. I just saw that it's close to $800 million worldwide. So it's probably going to be $1 billion movie soon.
And who's getting all the money? Is it still the funky kid? I call them the funky kids because I don't think it's his semen. I think he had them, but maybe it is.
Well, one of them. Look, there they thought it was Marlon Brando's son.
Oh God, and he was friends with Marlon.
But all the Jackson family are part of the movie, so I'm sure they're getting a piece of it. The studio, the director, all the things.
Oh, you're going the girls, Jackson 5.
Well, no,
or just the kids.
The executive producers were like Paris.
Oh. The daughter,
the son, I guess.
Blanket. There was Blanket,
and I think Marlon or Tito, whoever's still alive. I think it's very family. I mean, they really do go after Joe Jackson, the father, as being the abusive father. That's really the main part of the story of how he abused Michael, and that's kind of how he got to where he was, good and bad.
Well, I've got to ask you: had he not beaten him and scared him, would he have sang as well?
I mean, there's a point. It kind of, the way he pushed them.
Would the band have been as tight if he had not had a switch going, play or get switched?
That's exactly what he did. That's exactly in the movie.
By the way,
the first 20 minutes.
By the way, I'm joking. That's effing horrible. But they're back then. All dads were beating their kids. Mm-hmm. I mean, my father loved me, but let me tell you, I can't even count how many times I got the belt. Did I deserve it? Probably half the time for sure.
Oh, yeah, the spankings were, especially in the South, I guess. I mean, my elementary school, Canton Elementary, they had a paddle. In the public elementary school, you get in trouble, you get the paddle in the principal's office.
What scares me about that is I'm in elementary school 72 to 77. You're 10 years behind me, and we didn't even have a paddle.
Yeah, this was 1981, 82. They still had the paddle. I mean, yeah, I saw them get used. It got
just
used.
A pop.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if I'm correct, they would pop you with the parents there. Like they would call the parents in, then you get popped, or would you get popped without the parents there?
I don't remember that. I never got popped. I just know I knew some kids that did, and I saw it happen.
Well, let me tell you where you don't go. You do not go to a Catholic school because those sisters, and that was, I went just 7th grade. So in between, our school was 1st to 7th. And kindergarten was separate. And you just went to wherever you went for kindergarten. But the elementary school was just 1st grade to 7th. There was no elementary there. And then you went 8 to 12. So I go to boarding school in the 7th, which really builds you up to get ready to go into high school. So I hadn't seen any of the bullies, any of my friends. Nobody knew where I was or what, unless you lived in my neighborhood. But I went to this Catholic school, Sister Francis, Sister Rebecca, and this, oh, God, I couldn't stand this dude. He was a brother. They call him brothers. He's not a priest, but he wears like he could wear the brown stuff with the sandals and whatever. And that dude was a dick. I mean, I'm like, I would love to go back and investigate him. I would love to know where he lived and just put a spy camera in his house for a week because he was up to something bad because he was evil. But boy, they couldn't wait for you to mess up, and lots of hits behind the head and pops on the wrist with a ruler. Yeah. So that was 7th grade.
Well, Joe Jackson's thing was the belt. Spanking with the belt.
That was my dad too. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? But you thought the movie was good. It's got to be accurate because it's coming from the family.
Yeah, it was good. Very visually well done. Like they did a recreation of the video for Thriller. It was like spot on. So some of it was spot on. I only had my few very detailed things that were a little out of order.
What about the moonwalk? Did he do the moonwalk?
Yeah, they showed that.
That was historic.
Yeah,
I don't know why
they captured that.
We'd never seen it. He did it first, and he did it at that, I forget what it was.
It was the 25th anniversary of Motown Records.
Wow.
1983.
That dude goes backwards, and the
And
crowd.
everybody went wild. Yeah, so
lost
they,
their
they
minds.
recreated that perfectly. The only thing there was a
The
thing,
Pepsi thing? Did they
the Pepsi thing they did, yes,
Because that's what really they say threw him off mentally and his physical appearance.
Well, and how Joe Jackson pushed them into doing that whole Pepsi endorsement and him making them go on tour with the Jackson 5 when he wanted to do, when Thriller was that big, it should have been.
He should have been doing his thing.
Exactly, but he did it because Joe Jackson pushed him into it and made that deal with, I didn't know this, Don King.
Oh, wow.
Don King was promoted that Jackson 5
For those
tour.
that don't know, Don King is a well-known boxer promoter, not music.
Right. So the whole thing was kind of jinxed to begin with, but it was a great movie, great biopic. Again, I could nitpick a few things,
Sure,
as you know, but overall it was great.
I remember going to see Janet Jackson at the Omni when she was doing Black Cat. I was a fan.
Did you see? You went to the 1819 Rhythm Nation tour?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was there.
Omni?
Yeah, at the Omni. I was side seats, saw it, and I dug it, man. It was cool. And I didn't get the tickets through the station. This was a purchase.
Yeah, so that there is no Janet in the movie. I think Chloe mentioned that when we talked to her. She did not participate at all. It's as if she didn't exist. They have a LaToya, and they have all the brothers, but no Janet, no mention, nothing.
I think she made a mistake there. There's nothing wrong. She could have just said, "Don't go dark. Don't show Dad beating me or doing anything. Just have me present."
No, they did. Yeah.
Oh, boy. I got you. All right. Well, there's that little quick update. It is the Yeah Come On show coming to you live from the Exit Wealth Studios. It's good to be live. Jeff and I have been on location a bunch. We still got some more location shoots to do. We are going to find ourselves at a couple of other sponsors. We'll be at Small Sliders, and we're also going to be at North Point Golf Carts. We're going to do commercials there. We may go live, though, at Small Sliders. I think that's a must.
Yeah, I need to get some lunch. We'll do a lunch show.
Yeah, and depending on the situation at North Atlanta Golf Carts, we could go live there as well if they're fine with it. They've got a great location in Brazelton along Buford, but the Brazelton location is near Chateau Lawn, where we played golf. Also, special thanks to Exit Stage Left Advisors. Don't let these things go in and near and out of near. And if you don't own a business, but you got a friend that does, maybe he's bitching about, hey, it's time to retire. Maybe the wife is like, you've worked long enough. Let's we're not getting any younger. There comes a point in time where plugs need to be pulled, and leave it to the younger people and go enjoy yourself. And don't wait to the point you got to play shuffleboard. Do it when you can still, water ski. You know what I mean?
You can still have fun. Yeah.
Damn right. Don't do it to the point you got to go buy big white Reeboks. Don't do that. I'm going to combine a little Steve MZ with intro. We went a little long. I'm Southside Steve. That's Jeff Cole. This is 4 hours of Atlanta radio done in 30 minutes.
Live without a net.
I like when you toss that in there. Live without a net. Wow. Matter of fact,
our only net is producer Mike. If he catches, but we usually catch him. He's the one who screws up the most.
Yeah, it's good to see you. No thanks. He's like, thanks for finally mentioning me. We do not have to mention you every day. I love putting this kid down. It's great. He's a young guy. Mm-hmm. He's funny though. Thank you, Mike, for everything you do. I sent you something. I want to know. We did a segment when Jeff and I were on Fox FM for 2.5 years, and we had some great segments, so we're going to bring them in, but we have to move fast because we do want to give you a morning show in 30 minutes. Now, you're not getting all the music. You do get commercials, but you don't get 5 minutes of various people talking. You get us talking about people we care about, and we know they're the best, and they help us do what we do. So that being said, track 13 is always at the end. We will give you a song that you can listen to at the end of the show, and we'll tell you why we're playing it. But right now, a little Steve MZ, and this one is brought to you by, we just talked about them, Small Sliders. Special thanks to those guys. We'll get out there. Been in business now for a month and a half. They have broken ground in Ackworth, Jeff.
Okay. And it's fast.
It's fast.
They get these things built really fast.
They'll have Ackworth up and running soon, and then they're breaking ground in Warner Robins, where you and I used to be on the air on Fox FM. So they go there
next. Our
next.
segment, Real or Not. Is that where you're going with Steve
I
MC?
am.
Okay.
It's a segment that we did on our show called Real or Not, and Real Reels, where we would play a reel that's real. Because let me tell you, this damn thing, I look at it, breaking news. if the date's not there, it could be 2 months old and I missed it and I think it's current, then I come on and regurgitate it and look like an ass.
Yeah.
Jeff keeps me grounded.
Or you're looking at it and you click on an ad thinking it's a story, but it's really just an ad.
Okay, that's happened too. I am my mother's son, as my wife would say. So this being said, I saw this and I'm like, is it real or not? And I'll let you tell me.
All right. Well, let's see. You sent it to me here. It's a Spencer Pratt ad. Of course, he's the guy, the reality star running for mayor of Los Angeles and getting some traction.
He is getting traction, and people forget the Olympics are coming to Los Angeles in 2028. Will that city be ready? We know what Atlanta went through because I was in the business. I saw everything they were doing, things that were being built in preparation. You usually start really breaking ground 5 to 4 years before it comes. You got to have these venues ready.
Yeah.
And with the homeless issue, I don't know what they're going to do with them, but Pratt says it's not a homeless issue. He says it's a drug issue.
It's drugs, it's regulations. But apparently, according to what you sent, is it real or not, Trump has now endorsed Spencer Pratt for mayor of Los Angeles. Could this be true?
I don't know. And before you play it, his ads, he's getting a lot of attention because they're different. Whoever's backing him or working with him on media is crushing.
I think he's got some AI technology in his ads too.
Oh, 100% he does. 100%. But tell me, and you, the watcher and the listener, is this real?
Vote Spencer Pratt.
Vote Spencer Pratt.
Joe Rogan.
That was Joe. So you've heard Trump and Joe Rogan. Top two MAGA dudes.
Spencer Pratt.
Who's that?
Pratt.
Who are those two?
Spencer Pratt.
Will Smith.
Will Smith is strong.
Kim Kardashian.
I think Kim is a conservative. Go.
It also had Mark Zuckerberg. Okay.
I don't know about that. Here's the thing. And they may not even be conservatives. Keep in mind, this may not be as political as it is. People in L.A. see the corruption with the current administration from governor to mayor, and they want them out. And they're just going for somebody they may personally know, and it's not about. I don't even think Spencer Pratt has said what he is.
I would imagine conservative or Republican. I don't know if you're right. I don't know.
He could be a mid guy.
Yeah, an independent.
He could be.
Okay.
Pratt. Vote Spencer Pratt.
Tom Cruise.
All right, now you got me with that
Spencer
one.
Pratt. Vote
Snoop.
Spencer Pratt.
Snoop.
Vote Spencer Pratt.
Drake.
Vote Spencer
Drake.
Pratt. Vote Spencer Pratt.
Kanye.
Kanye.
Now, Kanye. Wait a minute. Michael Jackson.
Pratt.
My name is Donald.
Oh, okay.
No, Michael Jackson wasn't in there. Don't mess with him.
All right. So yeah, obviously not. Well, there's more to go here.
Trump and I approve this message. Vote Spencer Pratt for Los Angeles mayor, and let's save the city.
Okay, yeah.
Tell me.
Well, they had us until they had Michael. They went a little too far. No, it was clearly fake because
How do you do that and put that out? Why aren't there not lawsuits if you're putting somebody's voice?
that's something that we're going to have to address with AI in the future because it does look real. I mean, they don't quite have the lip, the voice, the video matching the voice. The voices are spot on. I mean, that sounds like Trump.
Yeah.
That sounded like all those guys.
Right.
But it's not quite synced up with the video just yet. I mean, I give it another year, and then that would be flawless. You would not be able to tell.
See, that's not good. It's not good for us as broadcasters. It's not good for anything. Somebody can make a video of you saying something you totally don't believe or something harsh that could get you in trouble. And how does the FCC handle that with terrestrial radio? And how does the different media sources, like how does Instagram handle? How does TikTok
Well,
handle?
and how does, as the consumer, what do you trust? How are they get? There's going to have to be some way of trusting the news that you see on TV because you can't. You could fake a whole CNN story. Real soon. How are you going to believe that it's? You don't believe CNN anyway. But that's another story.
No. Should we go with our moniker, real or not real? Boom. All right, it's now time for Politictainment. This is brought to you by David Markwell. David Markwell deals with people that are running into issues, whether it's mental illness, whether it's just trust issues, relationship issues, company issues. He's counseling people so you keep your head on. We all know it could take 6 months to build a house. You can burn it down in 30 minutes. That's his job, to make sure you're mentally sound and how you navigate through the tough times. Go to markwelltherapy.com.
Polydictainment.
Do you want to go Iran war or Epstein files for today's Polydictainment? I got two options. I don't want to dwell on both of them.
No, I know the Iran war, just to sum it up. There's people who think we shouldn't be there, but we are there. People are saying, no, you can't let these people have this kind of power over us. They were going to put tips on missiles. They can't hit the U.S., but they can hit U.S. bases around the world. They can hit Europe, and you had to put a stop to it. They were also misusing the Hormuz Pass or whatever.
The Strait of Hormuz.
The Strait, they were abusing that privilege and saying it was theirs. That's why we did it. And I think the push is on to get the nation to overtake the regime.
Right. That hasn't happened.
Is that it? Is there anything else?
Well, just yesterday, the U.S. bombed some parts of southern Iran. They say in defense. There was some ships that could be laying mines, so it was a defense strategy. But Iran's like, hey, you're violating the ceasefire that y'all come up with. But
we have satellites, so obviously they felt pretty good about, hey, you're laying mines.
Yeah, the Iran says it's a gross violation of the ceasefire. But we say we did it in self-defense because there were some boats attempting to place mines, is what they said. This is brand new, and we're still in the middle of the peace talks. They're still negotiating, so I don't know where we're at with that.
Hey, it's not going to go on like Vietnam. It's not going to go on like anything we've known.
I mean, that's what we thought about. That's what we thought about Iraq. That went on like Vietnam.
It went way too long. But this president knows that, and he can't let it happen. I think there's too much to accomplish.
Why he got elected is because it was no wars and ending wars, and here we are in a new war.
Well,
so this is why people like Thomas Massey, the representative from Kentucky, that got ousted because Trump didn't want him because he spoke out against Trump. Here's a Republican, just like Marjorie Taylor Greene, spoke out against Trump. Boom, they're out.
Well, I'm always into taking a step back and listening. You made some great points, and we're going to follow it.
Yeah.
But we're always going to be straight up. So let's go with the other. I want to hear.
Well, I just did it. I went there already. It's about Thomas Massey.
Wow.
So he's going to his term will end this year.
Yeah.
Because Trump backed the other guy that no one knows about. Got a lot of money from Israel and won the election all of a sudden, even though Thomas Massey has won by a large margin than the last election.
Right.
Okay. So anyway, he was also outspoken about the Epstein files. Why are you still redacting things? Why are we not releasing all of the Epstein files? Just like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
Well, he just said yesterday on NBC, on Meet the Press, he's going to name more names that he saw in the Epstein files that have been redacted.
Who's he?
Thomas Massey. When he exits the Congress, he's going to burn it down. Not burn it down, but he's going to expose some names that were in the Epstein files that have not been released to the public.
I say go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, I'm all for that. Transparency's good. There's a couple things that bother me. We'll never know. I mean, there's some things you're like, okay, come on, you're stupid if you don't know the truth here. Kennedy, there were several shooters. There was a conspiracy. It wasn't a lone guy. You look at this, the guy didn't kill himself in prison. Epstein didn't.
Yeah, they even, did you see the SNL a couple of weeks ago with Will Ferrell? The opening sketch was Will Ferrell as Jeffrey Epstein from the dead, right? And he's talking with Trump.
I'll go back and watch it.
Yeah. I hugged myself. Wink, wink. Like so even SNL, alluded to, he definitely didn't kill himself.
And I hate to laugh at this. We're not cruel people laughing at it. You've got a guy that accrued massive wealth, that did anything he wanted to do, and it looks like he did it through blackmailing, and then he got his just deserves. It's the way it looks.
Yeah.
But I have seen the latest picture, since you're talking about it, shows Clinton in a hot tub, and the other person's face is blacked out. Yeah, I think when you go to the island and you're hanging out, again, things can look bad. You can look at me with the Hooters contestants, if anybody had the film, because we didn't have our cameras, but pictures were taken. I'm sure it looked bad a million times where nothing was going on. Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, Thomas Massey, as he exits Congress, since he's ousted, says he's going to read some names from the Epstein files that have not been released. So,
well, these people don't need to be protected. They don't, regardless of who they are. It's time for sports, and he did not check back in with me. Skipper's busy. It's our fault. We are actually doing the show a little later. That's why you're watching it later when we drop it. And make sure, and we're not begging, but people that do what we do, if you're enjoying it, I put up a fun post yesterday. 5 people, and you can follow my socials. You'll see it. Are like, dude, I miss you on the radio. I wish this is what Jeff and I are doing. Are we against terrestrial radio? No. If we get a job offer, we are definitely going to look at it, and we will take this little 30-minute show and stretch it out a little bit. But I think we've figured out a thing or 4, and there might even be a third person we'd love to work with us, but we're not bringing him on now because there's not enough cheddar to go around.
I know. We were barely taking care of Mike. In fact, I think he's. Do we even pay him?
Nope.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
He's like intern.
He's wanting to learn. And his mother, just so everybody, I'm going to say it, just chill. His mom literally told us, said, look, if you can, I don't want him on camera until maybe something is rolling because she thinks our show is a little edgy.
Okay.
She thinks it is. It's not.
So that's why we don't give his last name.
We just say Mike. We don't give his name. We don't give his likeness. But she said if anything permanent came that was FCC grounded, then
he can be official.
That's your mom, dude. It's not me. But you're here working because I like you and you're learning. Nobody knows who you are, okay? But you're getting, correct me if I'm wrong. This is how you started.
Kinda. Yeah, kind of.
Me too.
I didn't quite intern, but I did start doing promotions and stuff like that, just like you did.
There you go. Well, at least I'm not making you. We did have topless interns on the Regular Guy Show. That's a fact. But I don't make you take your shirt off. But here's some sports where the shirts are coming off. And this is brought to you by not just my favorite golf cart place where you should get a golf cart, which is North Atlanta Golf Carts. Great deals. I got a buddy that's about to buy 4 from him. It's also brought to you by another great sports sponsor. And who would you say that would be, Jeff? Go quick.
Regal.
Thank you. Regal Nissan, who we should have Skipper on, but we don't. Skipper's busy at Regal Nissan. He's there today. That's him, and Skipper's waiting to meet you. Ask for him by name when you bring in your Nissan or your lovely Infiniti. Yeah, come on! Speaking of shirtless, we'll just go there. Do you have the video, or are we going to have to talk?
I just have the audio, yeah.
You just have audio?
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about it, and I'll tell you what you're seeing. Check this out. A bunch of people, you used to see it in the stadiums, people take their shirts off. I don't even know the rules on that now. At baseball games.
Certainly men can do it. I mean, women can't do it, but men can do it.
I've seen it at NASCAR when it's hot.
Yeah, like at college games, guys get
and they paint themselves.
Yeah,
I had my shirt off, and there's a great news article. Damn it, I should have given you the picture. Could probably pull it up, but we'll show it tomorrow in sports. I'm front row. Hawks are playing the Bulls, and I get to see Michael Jordan here. And then I got to fly to Chicago and see them there, where I had nosebleeds. But I'm on the floor. I am the R or the C, and we spelled out rock. And we had a guy that was really, really fat to be 96. And
was it the dancing guy? Remember the dancing guy?
No, but he was that fat, though. The dancing guy was an advertising guy that did not live in Georgia. If you ever saw his commercials for 96 Rock, he flew in, had to fly first class, and was paid out the ass. He worked for probably about 15 different radio stations.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He made a living for a minute.
Yeah.
But here is shirtless guys in Arizona. And at the time this happened, my in-laws were in Arizona playing golf, and they mentioned it to me.
They're not even Cardinals fans. On Friday, it's the bottom of the ninth. The game's tied 3-3. They're in a dogfight. Small group of 16 shirtless guys show up in a section in right field. Within 10 minutes, they got a full section of shirtless guys. So this escalates quickly. Put them on the Jumbotron by the top of the 10th. So in one inning, there were over 100 shirtless guys. At one point, they start barking out there. The shirtless section grew into...
So I guess people just started heading up there and joining them.
Well, that's the thing. Guys. Think about it. The one place where they don't look at your ticket stubs and only the old ushers... Let me see your ticket. Okay, you're supposed to be up here. You go up there, baby. Oh, I got to sit down. They give the old ushers those sections. The young guys are downstairs at, in the lower seats. Like, hold on, let me look at your ticket.
Yeah.
You're not fifth row.
But so anybody can walk up to the upper level and take their shirt off.
Right.
Assuming that's what that.
So these people are watching it, and you're right. There's young people or dudes that are like, I want to in on that party. So they leave their really good seats to go to the nosebleeds where nobody checks your seats, and they join it.
4 sections. So by the end of the game, there are 200 plus shirtless guys in the right field corner. Mascot comes out, starts pumping them up. They start chanting USA, but they go down 1 in the 10th. Alec Burleson comes up to the plate, ties it.
He's going to come home and score. They're going wild up there.
The shirtless guys
That's
go
awesome.
crazy. In the bottom of the 11th, run on first and third, 1 out. The shirtless guys are chanting Pozo, Pozo.
Got audio?
First pitch of the at-bat.
Shot to right field, and the Cardinals win it.
Drives one into
Pozo's
right field, walk-off single in the 11th.
Wow.
So apparently, these guys who started are not Cardinals fans. They go to SF Austin in the area to play their college club baseball tournament. They go to the Cardinals game. They decided to take their shirts off in the night, start waving them around, and they start a phenomenon. Ollie Marble, the manager for the Cardinals, buys 3 entire sections so they
Damn.
can come back the next day. They get about 700
They do it
people
again?
on Saturday.
They got
all
700.
shirtless. So the
All
team from
shirtless,
Texas, they
yes.
had a game that day. They came back from an 8-4 deficit in the bottom of the 7th, won on a walk-off, went to the Cardinals game after that, joined the 700 shirtless guys, and they win again. After the game, the Cardinals invite the kids into the clubhouse. They go to the Cardinals clubhouse. They start taking their shirts off in the clubhouse. Start
In the
doing chants,
clubhouse.
wave them around. All the Cardinals, now they got their shirts off.
Yep.
Now they're waving their shirts off in the clubhouse.
So this sounds like it's going to be a thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a thing now. So they go in, and it turns out the original 16 or 17 weren't even Cardinals fans. They were in town to play in a baseball game, like a playoff, like a travel deal.
Yeah.
And they just got tickets to the game. They didn't have a bunch of money, so they're nosebleeding. They take their shirts off. We took ours off in the 94 World Cup game, and we were in Dallas. Same thing. You know, sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't, but it is a thing now. So will they continue to pay for the section? Excuse me. Or
will people just start doing it at the games?
I think
now?
they're just going to do it.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to do it. So get ready for some shirtless fans in baseball, and that's your sports. Now, track 13 is very interesting today. And again, we want to thank, and we're going to do something big for this guy, too. Matter of fact, he's wanted to go to America. It's Danny Hamilton, and then there's Danny Jr., and he is the man. He started a bar that Jeff loves. You love the storyline, and I think
the Rec Room. Yeah.
I think you might even print some shirts to go old school.
Yeah.
Rec Room was around. It's a Georgia Tech bar, and the amount of kegs, 35 plus kegs a night. Look, I've owned a bar. That's huge. That is unbelievable.
all in plastic cups.
Crazy. And then Danny decided to start a bus service, and he did it first just to connect people to different places, and those are the buses right there. They're $1.2 million buses. 1-3, you can get them with beds in them, or you can get them with entertainment rooms. They're all different, so it's either a party bus or one you're going to live in. Right now, I know he's already got 50 out, and that's country, rock, pop, hip hop. A lot of bands use these buses that, just can't afford to fly yet, or they just want to do it. And he's killing it. He's also killing it with Rap Star USA, WRAP Star STAR USA.com. So go to rapstarusa.com, and dude, he's wrapping boats like at Lanier. If I had a boat and I want it to look sexy and it's got a decent paint job, dude, go to him and do something funky. Write something on the side of it, draw attention. I think people want to draw attention.
Yeah.
And it's going to last 4 or 5 years easy, and it's not even expensive. Get your boat wrapped, get your car or your business truck, whatever. Go to Rapstar USA and say you heard it on the Come On show. I'm going to throw some weirdness at you.
Yeah. Okay. You've been getting weird.
I am getting weird.
We have to reel you back in. I mean, we had Wasted, WAYSTED, some obscure semi-super group, a super group of obscure bands. So an obscure super group. So what do you have now? Please tell me it's something that I've heard of. Do not stump the Dock of Rock again.
Do not. Have you ever heard the song That Time of the Year by an 80s band?
That Time of the Year? No.
Okay. You probably won't recognize these guys. Boy, I'm looking at the whole album. Love Kills, Naughty Naughty.
Oh, Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
No.
Yes.
No. Is it?
Love Kills and Naughty Naughty. Or no, Love Kills is Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
Naughty Naughty, it's that band.
That's Danger.
is who it is.
Wait, are you looking at a compilation? Or are you just looking at songs?
I'm looking at compilations, but this band is Danger Danger, and it's that time of the year. I've never heard this particular song, but I heard it, and it's awesome.
And it's by Danger Danger?
It's by Danger Danger.
Okay, let's do that. I will check this out.
Hold on. I got one even better by Danger Danger. Teased and Pleased. Because I found like 2 or 3 on them.
That's Danger Danger?
It's Danger Danger.
You're not confusing it with Dangerous Toys,
No.
Teased Pleasing.
No, I'm not. See, it's close, isn't it? These bands, you know what? Maybe that was their tact. They're like, if we sound like somebody else and we do something else, I'll never understand Kicks and Saigon Kicks. There's things out there.
Dangerous Toys and Danger Danger.
Yes.
Both have song titles with teasing in it.
I've got one by Slaughter that I knew you might know. I'm just tossing a couple. It's called Real Love, a little ballady, but a great rock song that I never heard on the radio.
All right, I think you got enough to cover us all week. Okay,
I do.
So let's start with the Danger Danger. Which Danger Danger do you want? The teasing pleasing, or the?
I think I want to go Teased N Pleased.
Okay,
Because I've teased and I've pleased.
All right, this is Danger Danger.
Danger
Okay.
Danger is the name of the band, and it's weird when a band's called that. Trying to think of the bands that did that. You had the
The 2 words, same word. Duran Duran.
Danger Danger. Who else did it? Did anybody else do that funky little thing? The Go-Go's, but that's Go-Go.
Kinda. Okay, so we'll do track 13 there. You can watch the video, listen to the song description in the link. Link is in the description. I always get it backwards.
What's your problem? Are you dyslexic?
Not at all. It's just this because this whole thing of not being able to. Usually I could just play the song. Play the song, but we can't do that on YouTube.
Does it kill you not to play it?
Yeah, it
There's
does.
nothing. Do you think YouTube will ever loosen it up and say, "Hey, play 30 seconds of it"?
They might. It just depends on how strict the publisher is, because they have bots that find any little clip of music.
I would think Danger would be happy.
Exactly, just like you tried to do with Thunder.
Thunder. Nobody else was playing when Love walked in. We did it, and that's where Jeff and I learned our lesson. The Yeah Come On show had that starting, lost all our money.
Yeah. So
the publishers took any dime I ever made.
Right, so that's not happening this time. So now we'll end the show with track 13 from Danger Danger. Not teasing, pleasing.
I'm getting it right. Hold
teasing
on.
something.
It's teased. Hold on. Teased N Pleased.
Teased and Pleased. Danger Danger on the Yeah Come On show.